Over the weekend, I picked up Valdis Story Abyssal City on Steam. So I figured probably a good idea to review it for you guys. Now, this isn't my first playthrough of the game. When I first started, I went, okay, Raina, she looks pretty cool, I'm going to pick her. Don't recommend doing that unless you've played the game before. Stick with Wyatt, I suppose the main character for the series. A lot easier to get a grips to the game. And as you can see, I'm not lying. There she is. I got to level 4 and realised I have no idea what I'm doing, so I restarted. And then I restarted again. And I restarted again. And this isn't my first attempt trying to record this. I messed up many, many times. So we're going to start things off, and I'll just save over this one. The story for Valdis Story is that you are in a world where the armies of light and darkness are vying for total control. Two goddesses who happen to be sisters are basically using humanity to kind of strengthen their armies and try to best the other one. And humans are fighting back. And you play one of these guys called Wyatt. And you were hunting down a general for the demonic army when both of your ships were attacked, and you were separated from your crew and somehow found your way into the lost city, Abyssal. It's well, from the start, it's an extremely fun game, and here's one of those demon guys I was talking about. As the game progresses, you fight against both armies. Both angels and demons are against you. It's not an easy game. It looks really simple. It plays really well. It's really easy to pick up. It's an impossible game to win. Like I said, this is not my first playthrough of the game. Anybody who's familiar with sort of action-adventure kind of RPG elements will want you need to pick this up. It's the game everybody should be playing, and as you can see, like the average RPG game, you earn experience points for defeating bad guys, and then you'll level up. You'll also have to explore every single place you find. The game reminds me very much of Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo, in that you will always find yourself going back to places you've been to before, purely because you have to unlock everything and find everything. And I probably sound really bored when I said that, but it's actually fun. It's not like when I come back here, to unlock another door or whatever, that it'll just be a case of one hit and the bad guy goes down. They get tougher, so there's a bit of a challenge as you go on. And I leveled up, so I should increase my stats. Like I said, there are when you level up, you will earn yourself a skill point, which you can put between different trees. You have a warrior, guardian, or savior. On my first playthrough of the game, I figured a good variety would help. That didn't work. Then I figured I'll go with the guardian. That'll mean I have a little bit of extra health and a little bit of armor and magic resistance. That didn't work, so I realised that the best way to go with this is flat out brute force. And obviously then strength governs the amount of health you have, the attack damage you do, agility is your critical strikes, luck kind of affects everything, intelligence then is your magic. Because in the game you can obviously go brute strength using different types of weapons, be your sword, or you can go unarmed. You also have spells of different types, light, dark, fire, ice. They're the only ones I've come across so far, because that's as far as I've gotten in the game. So it depends on what kind of style you prefer to play as. I usually go magic, because I kind of have this weird little obsession with magic in games, but it didn't work out. And actually, before I forget, nifty trick I found for leveling quite quickly, and obviously it's in the game, but take your sword off. You'll do less damage, but you'll gain more experience for that, and that's really handy when you are just exploring, because you're kicking the crap out of fairly easy minions. They don't really pose... Okay, maybe this guy does. They don't really pose much of a challenge. but you'll get extra experience just for defeating them. And then obviously when you come to bigger bosses, put the sword on because you're going to need it. And that's the game. You go from one area to the other. You get a new piece of equipment or a new skill. For example, you're going to need a skill to get this, or a special key to get through that door. I'm going to kill that guy for stabbing me in the head. And then you'll come back once you get those, and you'll unlock that area. Then you'll explore that. And like I said, I'm probably making it sound a lot more boring than it is. It's a really fun game, and it's the kind of game that it like I said, it looks at the start. It looks really simple. It plays really well. It's one tough son of a bitch. Like I said, this isn't my first. I keep saying like I said. This isn't my first playthrough of the game. I've gone back 4 or 5 times now at this stage, and I'm determined to kick its ass because I'm not letting the game beat mine. And each boss has, its own, poses its own challenges and difficulties. You'll see there as well, but as you fight things, you will. I leveled up again. You link together combos, and obviously the higher the combo, the more damage. But it also means that you will earn extra experience points as a bonus. So try to link together high ones. Increase my damage. I just picked up the Master Scroll, which gives me a new ability. By pressing down, I can slam or dodge. That's really handy for dodging heavy attacks. Oh, forgot that. And that reminds me, the items in this game, it's probably the only part of the game I don't really like. It's a little finicky. You'll pick up, iron, and then you have to trade that iron for steel, or you'll pick up rough cloth and you'll trade that for silk cloth or smooth cloth, and you give that to someone else and they'll give you an item for that. And it's just I could see what they were trying to do. Obviously this is a forgotten city, it's abandoned, resources are fairly limited, gold might not be in abundance, but it doesn't work. It's really annoying. And that could just be me. I like money. Again, save point. Like this rogue's cowl, I've picked up a few of those before, and I have no idea what to do with them. I'll give you a tip. If you go into an area like that, I do suggest kicking the crap out of everything you just fought, because they respawn, and it's a nifty amount of experience that you will need. We're coming up to a boss fight. Looks really happy. Boss fights, obviously each pose their own different challenges. Like I said, if I say that once more, I'm going to hit myself. And obviously this guy's the first one, so he's a little bit easier. He's still kind of slippery, and he's a good way to get used to the controls. You can see there he goes through different modes. He will use brute strength and then dodge. He summons more demons to give him hand, because that's not cheating or anything. Just think of the experience you're earning. And as you might see in the top left-hand corner there's a kind of sparkly, glowy thing going on. That's focus mode, and that allows you to do more damage, and then obviously finish the boss off a lot easier. And then you're graded on how well you actually fought, and get bonuses for that. So I got an extra strength point and some extra experience just for kicking his ass. Oh, and I killed him barehanded. That's pretty handy. So this isn't a let's play, so I'm not going to bring you through the whole game, but I guess to round it all off, this is a fantastic game. It is like visually, it is absolutely gorgeous. I love every single stage, every single part of the map you have to explore. The backgrounds have fantastic detail in them. The artwork during these chats, like you can see, it's like they look brilliant. And there's so much work, there's so much detail in this. Like the music. Yesterday when I was playing, I tabbed out to maybe check email or whatever, and I was in, I think, the engineer's tower, and the music there is really dark, and it's just like I ended up listening to that just in the background as as my working music or whatever. But the game is fun. It's it's annoying. It's frustrating. It's brilliant. I'm so glad I picked it up. Anybody who, if you've seen it on Steam or you've seen it somewhere else, and you thought, oh, I'll get it later, or I might pick it up, some other time. Stop kicking yourself. Pick it up now. You need to have this game. You need to play this game. I'm absolutely hooked. And generally, I kind of find myself, I play the game for 4 or 5 days, maybe a week. I might not finish the game. I have to stop. I have to review the game. Okay, I haven't finished, Valdis Story yet, but I'm damn well determined to do it. I'm not going to let this game kick my ass. So it's you have to get this game. You have to, and I guess I'm going to leave it there because there's not much else I can say. Like if I can't convince you to pick it up, then it's your loss, not mine. So yeah, Valdis Story Abyssal City. Get it now.